Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out how will your future spouse express their love, what will be their love language. So you've got two ways in which you can pick your pile intuitively. This is the first option. You've got three images on your screen. Pause the video over here, meditate on them, pick whichever one calls out to you the most, and then head to the timestamps. And this is the second option. You've got 3 stars to pick from if you want to pick using an object. So for group 1, we've got a purple star, a blue star for group 2, and a red star for group 3. So timestamps are given in the pinned comment as well as in the description box. Pick using an object or an image, and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you guys chose the first image or if you chose the purple star, then this is going to be your reading. I'll begin by taking a look at your tarot cards and then we'll move on to the oracles towards the end. So let's find out, Spirit, for group 1, what will be their future spouse's love language. We have the 8 of Wands. What will be group 1's future spouse's love language? 5 of Cups. What will be group 1's future spouse's love language? The Emperor. What will be group 1's future spouse's love language, Spirit? 4 of Cups. What will be group 1's future spouse's love language? 9 of Cups. What will be group 1's future spouse's love language? And the King of Pentacles. Alright. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. Okay, so first things first, group 1. I feel like the person you are going to get married to, or if you are already married, maybe you can confirm this, that this indeed is how your spouse expresses their love for you. Their primary love language is gift giving, all right? Spending money on you, pampering you, fulfilling every material wish of yours. No matter how big, no matter how small it is, no matter how long ago you've had that wish. In fact, it's quite possible over here with the energy of the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups that some of your wishes which your future spouse will be fulfilling with their money, because this is someone who's very wealthy, all right, sitting in the energy of the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. This is someone who's got their career absolutely sorted out, all right. They're very stable in their career. They're doing very well for themselves. In fact, for a few of you with the energy of the Emperor, this might be an old money family that you're getting married into. So there's no shortage of money, property, investments, and things like that. So as I was saying, it's quite possible that some of these wishes are the ones that you currently have, all right? So let's say, just think of one thing that you currently want, but right now you don't have the financial means for it. So you keep dreaming about it, but then you keep dismissing that dream because you think it's unrealistic. You feel like it's out of your reach. But once you're married and once you've communicated to your future spouse that, you know, once upon a time, this is something that I really wanted, and then I was like, I'm being unrealistic, they'll really take it personally, all right? They'll see to it that that wish of yours gets fulfilled pronto. They'll get to it, they'll work for it, they'll pull all the strings they have to, and then before you know it, with the energy of the 9 of Cups over here, lo and behold, that wish will be yours. For instance, with the energy of the 8 of Wands over here, maybe a lot of you really love traveling. You know, you've got that travel bug in you. However, right now you don't have the financial means to travel a lot. It's very easy to, you know, see all these influencers doing it on social media, but perhaps you don't have the means for it, or even if you have the means, you don't have the time for it. Maybe you have a lot of responsibilities. Maybe your work is such that you can't take days off on it, whatever it might be. Once you're married and once you tell your spouse that you'd been wanting to travel to, let's say, a particular place, maybe Prague, all right, you wanted to always visit Prague, but you couldn't. When they find out about it, they'll make sure to take you to Prague, and any and all activities that you had in this hypothetical list of yours, these are the things that I want to do when I go to Prague, they'll make sure that all of that actually happens. Another thing that I see as a part of your future spouse's love language over here for you, group 1, is that they'll never belittle you. They'll never mock you in front of others. And I feel like it's something that it's actually very common. It happens very commonly in marriages where spouses, especially husbands, mock their wives. And they think they're being funny, but it's actually not funny. They're being insensitive. Not all the time, of course, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? Your spouse is very, very, very considerate of your feelings. Very considerate of your feelings. In fact, with the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, even those emotions of yours which you don't understand yourself very well, you might think you're being unreasonable for feeling a particular way, but they'll never dismiss your emotions. They'll never dismiss how you're feeling. And so not just in front of you, but even when you guys are out and about, socializing, you've got a lot of people around you, even then, your future spouse will make sure to stand up for your integrity. They'll make sure that they don't do anything or they don't say anything which in any manner, they won't ever take a jibe at you in front of others. When it's just you guys, they might mock the hell out of you, they might pull your leg, they might irritate you, they might do all sorts of things, which is very normal between couples. But outside of the house, they'll make sure that nobody says anything about you at all. It also seems as if it won't take too much time for your future spouse to figure you out, group 1. And the reason why I say this is because with the 4 of Cups over here, it feels as if sometimes you like hermiting. Sometimes you like to have a bit of a downtime. You don't really want to talk to too many people. You just want to be by yourself. You just want to be left alone at times, especially when you are very stimulated emotionally. And they'll get that. They'll understand that and they'll give you that space. Instead of hogging up all your personal space or just bombarding you with a lot of questions. How are you feeling? Tell me this and tell me that and tell me right now, what can I do? What can I do to make it better for you? They'll give you time. They'll give you space. And once you decide to come out of the room, once you feel like you're doing okay now, you've recharged your batteries a little bit, that is when they'll start making conversation with you again. If you are not in a good mood with the energy of the 5 of Cups over here, for whatever the reason might be, they won't tell you things like, oh, it's okay, cheer up, it's going to be better. Because, and I'm pretty sure you've seen this on social media as well, that when you're not feeling okay about something, somebody coming and asking you to suddenly start feeling okay usually does not do the trick. And a lot of people don't get it, but thankfully your future spouse will. So they won't give you all this unnecessary wisdom when you're not in the mood to receive it. It also seems over here, along with all these other things that we've tapped into, with the energy of the 8 of Wands over here, saying encouraging things to you, complimenting you left, right and center, that is also going to be a part of your future spouse's love language. You must have seen a lot of reels and all where the wife's all dressed up, but then the husband doesn't really notice, and maybe they're doing it for the views or whatever, but that actually happens, right? Not with your spouse though. Even if you think you're not looking good, they'll strongly disagree. So any opportunity they get to verbally tell you that they think you're amazing, any opportunity they get to verbally tell you that you're looking fantastic, they'll keep hyping you up like that. They'll use words to keep on hyping you up like that. Also with the 3 of Wands over here, if ever they're traveling, if ever they're away from you for work, or maybe they've gone on a solo trip or a boys trip or whatever it is, they'll constantly keep you posted. So it's not like they're out and about, so your phone's not buzzing and then finally at the end of the day they're calling you to give you slight updates here and there. No. If they are away from you, they'll constantly be on the phone with you. Even if it's not an ongoing phone call, you get what I mean, right? They'll keep on updating you constantly. This is where they are, this is who they're with, this is what they're doing, taking pictures and sending you in real time, making little video snippets and sending those to you in real time. Just ensuring that despite the physical distance, you guys still feel that connectivity. Okay. Let's move on to your oracles now. So the oracles that came out for you, group 1, are Lakshmi, then we have Chivalry, Anchor, which says stability, Peace, putting this over here so you can see it, and Ladybird, which says accept happiness and good fortune. So with Lakshmi, for sure, gift giving, like I said, and as it showed up in your tarot cards as well, spending their money on you is a way through which your future spouse lets you know how much they value you, how much you mean to them. And who says chivalry is dead? Whoever says chivalry is dead needs to meet your future spouse, because they've still kept it alive. In fact, if you guys have a son, your future spouse is going to pass off all this knowledge to your son as well. Whether it is holding the door for you, bringing you flowers, very, very gentlemanly, all right? You might have maybe wondered or asked yourself, they don't really make men like this anymore, but they do. They do make men like that till date, and your future spouse is going to be an example of the same. Emotional stability, financial stability, mental stability. Your future spouse is going to give you all those things. Again, accept happiness and good fortune. Spending their money on you by taking you on trips or buying you things, gifting you with experiences, which brings a smile on your face. It'll be very gratifying for them. They'll feel very happy spending their money on you. You might tell them that, oh, this was so unnecessary, oh, this was so expensive, why did you have to do it? They won't listen to you, all right? They won't listen to you. Firstly, they have that kind of money to spare, all right? And even if they didn't, they would still go out of their way to do it for you, only because it brings a smile on your face, and that makes them happy. And with the energy of peace over here, I don't think your future spouse is the kind of guy who would ever get too nosy about things like where are you going, or whom are you speaking with, what are you wearing, where are you planning to go, things like that. There'll never be any friction like that between you guys. There'll never be any, they'll treat you like an adult. They'll give you your space. They'll give you your peace of mind. In fact, with the energy of peace over here, they'll never initiate any argument with you. And I stand by this very, very firmly. They'll never initiate any argument with you. You lose your shit, you snap at them, that's another thing. But from their end, with the energy of this very grounded energy, in fact, of the King of Pentacles and now peace, like I said, they will never, rarely if ever, maybe 1 out of 10 times, they might snap, but mostly they won't. So with them, you will get to experience a very blissful coexistence. All right, group 1. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. For more tarot readings by me, you can check out my Instagram and my Patreon, the links to which are in the description box. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you'll find all those details in the description box as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group 2. If you guys chose the second image or this blue star, let's take a look first at your tarot cards to find out how will your future spouse express their love, what will be their love language, and then we'll move on to your tarot cards. All right, Spirit, what will be group 2's future spouse's love language? We have the 3 of Cups, Justice. What will be group 2's future spouse's love language? 4 of Wands. What will be group 2's future spouse's love language? King of Swords. What will be group 2's future spouse's love language? 6 of Pentacles. What will be group 2's future spouse's love language? The World and the 3 of Swords flew out together. So I'm going to put them like that. Okay. It's interesting that we have the 6 of Pentacles underneath the Justice card, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 7 of Swords. What this tells me is that your future spouse will be very sneakily, is that a word? They'll be very possessive about you. They will be a jealous lover. They'll try to hide it the best that they can. Maybe this is someone who has a Scorpio Venus. But I don't think they'll be doing a mighty good job with it. you'll know, all right, group 2, you'll just know that, oh, he's getting jealous, or he doesn't really like seeing me talking to that person, or oh, this is upsetting him, this is irritating him. Some of it might be fun to you, other times, of course, not so much. But the rest of your cards aren't necessarily indicating anything bleak. Yeah, with the 9 of Wands, they know the limit to it, all right? So it's not like they're jealous or they're possessive in a psychotic, unhealthy manner. So no need to worry about it. It's just their feelings for you are going to be very, 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 very intense. So what is your future spouse's love language, group 2? Well, firstly, I feel like they'll never really behave like a spouse with you as such. And what I mean by that, with the energy of the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, is that the kind of environment they create at home and the way they behave with you will be akin to hanging out with your best friend or living with your best friend. And maybe for some of you, quite literally, it is your best friend whom you are married to or whom you will be marrying. So if that's the case, great, you already know what it's going to be like. If not, even if this is somebody new, even if this is somebody who hasn't really come in your life yet, this is how the dynamic will be. So the fact that they're so warm towards you, the fact that they're so friendly with you that you can open up to them. In fact, with the 3 of Swords and the World card, I feel like issues you've had in the past, even before your spouse was an active part of your life, you will be able to share all those problems with them very openly, without any inhibitions, without any fear of judgment, because they don't judge. They listen to you. You know, like they listen, they don't judge. They create that safe space for you where you can be yourself with them. You can be weird with them. You can be quirky with them. You can do anything you want when you're around them. And they'll smile, they won't judge, they won't say anything. And you might think that, oh, they're not saying anything, but they're silently judging me. That is not the case. So this super, super friendly approach, they're making you feel very, very comfortable. They're making you feel very loved. They're being so empathetic. They're being so understanding of not just your current struggles, but anything else that you've been through in the past. That is one of the biggest ways in which your future spouse is going to show you just how much they love and care about you. With the King of Swords over here in Justice, your future spouse will not tolerate any bullshit that comes your way. With the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, even if it is some friend of yours, even if it is a relative of yours, even if it is a very close family member of yours, your future spouse is not going to tolerate any disrespect towards you. If your future spouse feels like whatever somebody said to you was unnecessary or it was in bad taste, they will speak up. Alright, with the King of Swords, you cannot ask this guy to shut up. If he feels like you being done dirty unnecessarily, they will speak up. Then they don't care who's in front of them. They don't care if it's your mom, if it's your dad, if it's your best friend. If they've said something that has hurt you, if they've said something that has upset you, if they've done something that has upset you, they will take a stand for you. You might not do that. You might be, of course, dealing with your emotions. You might retreat. They'll let you retreat. They'll let you rest. They'll know it must be heavy for you. So they'll speak up instead on your behalf. They'll give it right back to anybody who tries to mess with you. Again, like I said, no matter who it is. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen this show called Goldbergs, where Beverly Goldberg was slightly like this, you know. No matter who did what, who said what, if somebody wasn't being nice to her kids, she wouldn't tolerate it at all. So they would sometimes call her mother, whatever, things like that. So it's not like your future spouse is trying to act like your dad or your mom, but you get it, right? If you're in question, their tolerance level automatically goes down by 99%. With the 6 of Pentacles over here, I feel like another way in which your future spouse is going to show you how much they care about you is by meeting you halfway. And we have the Justice card amplifying that energy as well. This is a very good partnership. This is indeed an equal partnership. You're not doing everything all by yourself, whether it is on the work front, whether it is on the home front. like your kids' homework, project work, looking after the investments, deciding which car to buy, deciding which property to buy. It'll always be a collective decision. They'll never impose their will on you. They'll always take into account what do you have to say, what is your opinion, what do you feel about something. And they'll match your efforts, like I said. Sometimes even they might even outdo you in terms of their effort. They'll be very protective about you. They are never going to hurt you, I can guarantee that. And they'll, like I said, never ever let anybody else hurt you either. If so far you felt, Group 2, that the world has been very cruel towards you, that the world has been very harsh towards you, when you meet this person, when you meet your future spouse, when they get to know what your life story has been, they'll immediately take you into their arms and they'll tell you that now you're safe. Now you can unclench your jaw. Now you can relax. Now you can let your shoulders drop. I'm here. I've got this. I've got this. I'm constantly hearing it. I've got this. I've got this. So that is going to be your future spouse's love language. That you rest. Don't worry about it. Let me handle it. Let me take care of it. I will do it for you. I will get it done for you. So that's how they show you how much they care. All right. Now let us move on to your oracles, Group 2. So we have Saraswati, worthiness, divine guidance, truth be told, an owl which says, listen to the messages of the angels. Okay. I feel like you're a yapper, Group 2. I'm getting that energy very strongly from you. And even if you're not a yapper, you get very excited when you know something. Like you absolutely geek out. You have that tendency in you to absolutely geek out if you know something about something. And usually the kind of people you've encountered, they ask you to shut up after a point and they're like, yeah, okay, fine, we get it. You don't have to explain the whole thing to us. But with the energy of truth be told over here and the energy of owl, your future spouse will listen. They'll listen to you for hours on end. They'll never make you feel small. All right, no matter what your upbringing has been, no matter which strata of society you belong to, no matter what you do for a living, no matter who you are, no matter how the society sees you, it is who you are at your core as an individual, as a human being, that matters the most to your future spouse. So for instance, even if they belong to a family or a strata of society which in its textbook definition is better than yours, they'll never try to one-up you. They'll never try to make it seem like they know more than you do, or you are lucky that they chose you. They'll never do any shit like that. In fact, with the energy of worthiness over here, if you have self-worth issues right now, Group 2, whatever their origin might be, maybe because of something you experienced in the past, maybe because of what you've heard about yourself growing up, whatever the case may be, your future spouse, through their actions, through their words, through their gestures, through their constant reassurance, are going to wash out all of your self-worth issues. Trust me on this. In fact, your future spouse is going to open up your eyes in a way to your own value, to your own worth. It's almost as if your future spouse is holding up a mirror in front of you and telling you that everything that you've so far been told about yourself is an absolute lie. Look at yourself through my eyes and see how amazing you are. So always working towards making you feel good about yourself, giving you guidance if you ask for it, when you ask for it, always in a measured amount, never trying to show off their knowledge in front of you, listening to you very patiently, always giving you the right advice because they care about you. Sometimes they're going to tell you the harsh truth also. All right, it's not that just because they are your spouse, they'll blindly let you do something that is self-sabotaging in a way. They'll never do that. They'll always tell you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you always want to hear. And of course, the aim behind it, their logic behind it would be to ensure that you take that action which is in your best interest. So these are some of the ways in which your future spouse is going to show you how much they love you, group 2. If you would like to see more tarot readings by me, you can check out my Instagram and my Patreon for it, the links to which are in the description box. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can look at the description box for that as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 3, if you guys chose the red star or the third image, then this is going to be your reading. We are finding out your future spouse's love language. We'll take a look at your tarot cards first and then move on to your oracles. Alright, Spirit, what is group 3's future spouse's love language? We have the 3 of Wands. What will be group 3's future spouse's love language, Spirit? We have the Knight of Cups with the Moon. What will be group 3's future spouse's love language? We have the 10 of Swords, the Star. What will be group 3's future spouse's love language, Spirit? And we have the Page of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, here's the thing. I'll tell you what I felt just now. I felt like everything is going to be okay. Alright? I felt that. I heard that. I felt very relaxed. I felt like my heart space opened up. And so if right now, group 3, you always feel this tightness in your chest, if right now you wonder why things didn't work out with anybody else from your past, it is because all those detours, all those road closures, all those failed relationships, situationships, things that didn't really land, all of them, all of that is leading you towards this one person, this one soul who is meant for you. It's written in the stars. It's like you guys are star-crossed lovers. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, your paths are going to take you to each other. The situation is out of your hands. We have the Wheel of Fortune in picture over here. It's happening exactly how it should. In fact, the good news is that we have the 10 of Swords here, over here now, meaning all the hardships that you've endured in your love life, or all the hardships that you had to endure in your love life, are now over. They're done. What's coming next is the person that's destined for you, which is your future spouse. And I'm getting one more very interesting message. You've crossed paths with each other once. Oh my gosh, this is very K-drama coded. I don't know if I use this phrase right. I keep hearing all the Gen Z people around me talk like this, so I don't know whether I used it right or not. Anyway, so yeah, basically it feels like you guys have crossed paths once when you were teenagers or when you were kids. And now as adults, because the timing is here, the timing is right, you will be crossing paths again. And this time, of course, it's going to lead to something more. It is going to lead to you guys getting married. So, what is your future spouse's love language? This person is a charmer, all right? Okay, so I just saw such a sweet visual for you, group 3. I saw an old lady blushing and her husband complimenting her. And they're very old, all right? They're super old. And he's saying something and she's blushing. So, do you see that? Are you smiling? Because I'm smiling right now. That is the kind of relationship you're going to have with your future spouse. No matter how old both of you are, they will still make you blush. They know exactly what to say. They also know exactly what to do to make you happy. All right, group 3. So that is one of the ways in which they show their love. Words of affection. And I'm also saying physical touch. But in this case, the physical touch, it's not just about the sex part of it. All right. It's also about them holding your hand, or always keeping you close. It's, how do I even put this? It's just always making sure you know that they're there, all right? That they're there, that they're next to you. So whether it's them holding you by the waist when you're with them, holding your hand when you guys are walking, randomly planting kisses on your cheeks or your lips, things like that. Hugging you just because they feel like it, out of the blue, they just randomly, let's say you're working from home and you're working and they open the door, they walk in, they hug you, they kiss you, they go back to their room, their workstation, whatever it is. So things like that. That is how they tell you how much they think about you, how much they like you. Also, with the presence of the moon over here and the star, which in itself, I just love this combination. So anyway, what this tells me about your future spouse's love language group 3 is that they'll know what you want even before you've said it out loud. This might be someone who is very intuitive. Maybe you're intuitive as well, in which case, great. Maybe you guys won't have to use words at all. Both of you will just know what the other person is thinking or feeling. But jokes apart, they'll always know what it is that you want. How are you feeling? In fact, group 3, what I'm being told is that them understanding your emotions in a way that nobody has before. Like they get you in a manner that nobody has before. That is one of their love languages. It's almost as if they can peep into your soul. It's almost as if they can see all those parts of you which you're perhaps hiding, or which even you did not know existed, and they can see all of that. They can see right through it. So that is why I said they get you like nobody else. In fact, it's quite possible that not even your parents or not even your siblings understand you as well as your future spouse will. Anything that happens to you, anything, I don't want to say untoward, just like, something that makes you feel a bit sour, something that makes you feel a bit sad at work, let's say, or something happening in your personal life, whatever it is, your future spouse is going to take it personally, all right? But personally, not in the sense that they're going to fight your battles for you. They're not going to do any such thing. But it seems as if with the 10 of Swords and the Moon, group 3, you have a tendency to keep on mulling on the situation. You have this tendency to keep on wallowing in the past, or keep on thinking about, oh, this person said this, and then the other day this happened, and your mind takes over. Those negative emotions take over. And so this is where your future spouse is going to step in. They'll help you come back to the present with the energy of the Page of Pentacles over here. They'll help you come back to the present. They'll help you get grounded. They'll help you understand that what has happened has happened. It's in the past. Don't waste your precious time in the present thinking about what can't be undone. It has already been said. It has already been done. You can't do anything about it. Come back to me. Come back in the present. Your future spouse is going to get you out of your head. Maybe this is something you've tried to do many times on your own and you've never been successful. They're going to show you how it's done. They're going to help you do it, in fact. Also, with the energy of the 3 of Wands over here and the Knight of Cups, I feel like the way they look at you, it's full of intent. It's very, very passionate. It's full of love. They mean it. They might not even blink when they're looking at you. Like their gaze, it's just locked on you. It can feel very intimidating at times. It can make you go weak in the knees, if you will. But that's another way in which you'll know just how much you mean to them. And they don't look at anybody else like that. They don't look at any other woman like that. They don't look at any other man like that. Just you. I'm pretty sure you've heard of this. I only have eyes for you. Your future spouse is going to stand by it. They'll only have eyes for you. They'll flirt with you a lot. Even when you guys, of course, before you're married, they'll flirt the hell out of you. But even after you guys are married, they'll be a big, big flirt with you. Okay, let's take a look at your oracles now, group 3. To find out your future spouse's love language. So, we have Shiva in reverse. We have maturity. butterfly, which says metamorphosis, come to the edge. And we have parrot, which says listen intently to understand. Maybe some of you got attracted towards script 2 as well, or if you want to check it out, you can. So here's the thing. With Shiva being in reverse over here, maturity and metamorphosis, the future spouse might have the same initials. Their first name and surname both might begin with the same letter. And there might be an age gap between you guys. Anywhere between 5 to 6 years of an age gap. Like they might be older than you. Anyway, here's the thing. The way they behave with others is very, 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 very different compared to the way they behave with you. And what this means is, with others, they have this very serious game face, business face on. They'll only talk to the point, they'll be very formal, they might not be super social, they might not talk a lot, only making small talk or just saying what's necessary and then you go your way, I'll go my way. Very, very uptight, you can say. Maybe even reserved. If not introverted, then definitely reserved. But with you, their behavior towards you is going to be very, very, very different. With the energy of come to the edge over here in parrot, with you, they will be a total goofball. They're going to have fun with you. They'll do all sorts of crazy stuff with you. They'll be very just living in the moment with you, you can say. If this is someone who has this reputation of being a perfectionist, of being a planner, but with you, they just, what's the word for it? If you're impulsive, they'll match your crazy. All right, they're going to match your crazy, group 3. You make a plan, they're up for it. No questions asked. In fact, if ever you meet any colleague of theirs and they tell you that, your husband or your wife is always so serious at work, you might have a hard time digesting that. Because when they're with you, when they're at home, it's like they're a totally different person. And I'll tell you the reason behind it. You make them feel very easy. You make them feel very, very comfortable to an extent where they can bring out that inner child in front of you. And so that's how they'll behave with you. So outside, like I said, it's very uptight, it's very, very, very serious all the time. It's just serious, serious, serious. And then at home or whenever they're with you, it's just fun. Mad, mad fun. Also, your future spouse is going to be very supportive of all your dreams, your ambition, anything and everything that you want to achieve in life. Know for a fact that no matter who supports you and who doesn't, one person will always be standing in your corner cheering for you, and that's going to be your future spouse. If your future spouse is short-tempered, if your future spouse has a tendency to get irritated quickly, that'll only be with outsiders. That'll never be with you. Like I said, it's like when they're with you or when they see you, a switch flips and they're a totally different person. They don't get angry, they don't lose their shit, they're very calm, they're very fun to be with, they listen to you, they're very attentive. And then outside, it's like this boss energy, this CEO energy, I don't like this and this has to be redone, things like that, but not with you, not at all with you. With you, it's just love and madness and fun and all of the good stuff. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3, for how your future spouse is going to be with you, how will they show their love towards you. For more readings by me, you can check out my Instagram and Patreon, the links to which are in the description box. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you'll find all those details in the description box as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.